I'll kind of start at the beginning. Coach Pelton, obviously, in our last time I met with you guys was really on signing day. So since then, obviously, Mike Pelton has been hired as our defensive line coach. We really appreciate Coach Rocker and what he has done for Auburn in the last 2 years. But we've hired another great Auburn man in Mike Pelton, and a really great player here. And he's really come in, and it's really been a seamless transition. Obviously, he worked with me 2 years at Iowa State, so I'm extremely excited to have Mike back here at a place that he loves so much. Today had a really good second practice, and we've got a challenge in front of us. And you know, we're going to stay on track with continuing to build the foundation of Auburn. No different than we did 2 years ago when we got here. We got some challenges in front of us, got a lot of young, inexperienced players. I think today after practice, we asked them to raise their hand if they started 6 games or more at some point this season. I didn't see very many hands go up. So it was kind of unique to see that. But again, we've got guys that are eager, and again, we're just going to continue to build on what we started in the previous 2 years. And I had a really good practice today. And, you know, obviously we've started to move forward in trying to replace 23 seniors and 3 juniors that left. And, but again, we're excited to get back into football and to start the football part of this again. Our players have been excited the last 2 days to kind of get back into it and get on the field and continue to take on a huge challenge, which is next year getting right into this schedule and in this league. So we're excited about where we're at in terms of guys really eager to step up to the plate because they know they have to. And our coaching staff has done a really good job preparing these guys. They've had a great off-season conditioning program with Coach Yox in terms of physically getting stronger and faster. I think Coach Yox has done a great job with them. So what I will do is I will open this up and entertain all questions that have to do with spring practice and our current football team.
Gene, talk about when can you put the full pads on?
Tomorrow, Mark, we're going to be able to. We're not going to just go out there and you know, just try to, you know, knock each other out tomorrow. But we're going to put on the pads tomorrow, and we're going to hit some. And again, we got to be very smart about how we proceed in spring practice. So we've got a really good plan, and we feel good about it. But tomorrow we'll be able to, you know, have some contact, and we'll kind of see how that unfolds as the spring goes. One of our ideas in spring is always to have very physical spring practices. We will do that. That is the plan. No different than any of the other spring practices that we've been here, but we will have to be smart as we proceed, obviously, because our numbers are low.
Coach, one of the things that Alabama players have been saying was last year they kind of lost their edge. How do you keep guys from losing their edge after winning a national championship?
I think when you lose close to 30 players, I think that helps. You know, I think our edge is going to be that we've got to find a lot of young players who have not been there and done it yet. Doesn't mean they haven't played, but when the game is on the line, we don't have a lot of players that have been in there to win that game. They do know what great looks like. That they do know now. And I think that certainly is going to help. But we know that, you know, every day is going to be a day where we have to take full advantage of the experience we get in practice. I told them the day before practice, you don't have any game time experience or very little of it. Your experience is going to come in practice. So that's how we have to approach every day in terms of a challenge. You know, that's how we got to keep our edge.
From a coach's standpoint, a lot more teaching, a lot more patience, I guess, probably with these guys.
Well, you know, one of the good things is that, you know, yes, they're very young, but it's not the first time they've heard this. The offense hasn't changed, and the defense hasn't changed, and the special teams haven't changed. So, yes, they're young, but at the end of the day, they're not hearing it for the first time now, unless they're, you know, just a freshman that came in here. So, You know, it's going to be a lot of fun. Our coaches are taking a lot of pride in the challenge, including myself, and our players have been very high energy at practice. So it's going to be fun. We just, again, we got to gain our experience in practice every day. That's just where we're at.
There were a couple guys